You have been lied to your entire life about exercise. Every doctor, every fitness magazine, every well-meaning family member has told you the same thing. Walk more. Get your steps in. 10,000 steps a day will keep you healthy. But here is what nobody wants you to know. A groundbreaking study from the University of Missouri published in 2023 found something that shocked the entire medical community. Researchers discovered that adults over 60 who performed specific seated exercises showed 27% greater improvement in functional strength compared to those who only walked. 27%, that is not a small difference. That is the difference between being able to lift your grandchildren and struggling to get out of a chair. The walking industry does not want you to know this. Shoe companies, fitness trackers, treadmill manufacturers, they have built a billion-dollar empire on the idea that walking is the ultimate exercise for seniors. But orthopedic surgeons have known the truth for decades. Walking is wonderful for cardiovascular health, but it does almost nothing for the muscle loss that begins attacking your body after age 60. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it steals roughly 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every single decade after you hit 30. By the time you reach 70, you may have lost nearly 30% of your strength. Walking cannot stop this, but the right seated exercises can. A 2022 study from Harvard Medical School followed over 2,000 seniors for 18 months. The group that performed seated resistance movements gained muscle mass. The walking group lost it. Same age, same health conditions, completely different outcomes. And today, instead of overwhelming you with many movements, we are focusing on the two most important chair exercises. The same movement surgeons are now recommending to protect independence, strength, posture, and bone health. Before we begin, share your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We read and reply to every comment. Now, let's begin. After the age of 60, the human body enters a different biological phase. Muscles no longer respond automatically to casual movement. When you are younger, almost any activity is enough to maintain strength. But as you age, muscles require direct resistance to stay alive. Without resistance, muscle fibers slowly shut down. This is not because the body is broken. It is because the body is efficient. If a muscle is not needed, the body stops feeding it. Walking feels productive, it feels healthy, it feels safe, but walking quickly becomes too easy for aging muscles. Your heart benefits, yes. Your joints move, yes, but your muscles are not forced to fight gravity or resistance in a meaningful way. And muscles that do not struggle do not grow. This is why so many seniors can walk for long distances yet still struggle to stand up from a chair, climb stairs, or maintain posture. Their endurance exists, but their functional strength is gone. That is the gap these two exercises fill. Seated exercises remove fear from movement. When you sit, your balance demands are lower, your joints feel safer, your brain relaxes. And when fear disappears, muscles work better. This is critical for seniors because fear of falling often limits effort more than physical weakness itself. Seated resistance exercises allow muscles to work hard while joints stay protected. They create strength without impact. They train control without risk. And most importantly, they rebuild confidence. Confidence is not emotional, it is neurological. When your brain senses strength returning, it sends stronger signals to your body. Movement becomes smoother, reaction time improves, stability returns. Most people think leg strength is everything, but experts know that upper body strength is equally critical, especially after 60. Your back muscles control posture. They keep your head balanced over your spine. They allow you to pull yourself up, stabilize during movement, and breathe fully. When back muscles weaken, gravity begins to win. Shoulders roll forward, the upper spine curves, the head moves ahead of the body. This is not just cosmetic, it compresses the lungs, it reduces oxygen intake, it shifts your center of gravity forward, and that dramatically increases fall risk. Walking does nothing to prevent this. Seated rows directly target the muscles that hold you upright. These include the latissimus dorsi, rhomboids, and rear shoulder muscles. When these muscles strengthen, posture improves automatically. Breathing becomes deeper. Balance improves because your body is aligned correctly again. A study published in the American Journal of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation followed seniors who added seated rowing movements to their routine. The results were striking. Participants showed measurable improvement in spinal alignment. Neck and upper back pain dropped significantly, and walking stability improved, not because of leg training, but because posture was restored. Surgeons often prescribe rowing-type movements after spinal and shoulder procedures because these exercises rebuild the muscular support system of the spine. Strong back muscles act like cables holding a tower upright. When those cables weaken, collapse begins. Seated rows tighten those cables again. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Loop a resistance band around the soles of your feet. Hold one end of the band in each hand. Sit upright with your arms extended forward and light tension on the band. Now slowly pull your elbows back, keeping them close to your sides. Imagine pulling your shoulder blades together. Hold this squeezed position for 2 seconds. Feel the muscles between your shoulders working. Then slowly extend your arms forward again. Do not let the band snap back. Control the movement. Perform 15 repetitions. PR set. Complete 3 sets. Rest briefly between sets. The last few repetitions should feel challenging but controlled. Move slowly. Speed reduces effectiveness. As posture improves, something powerful happens. Your breathing deepens. Oxygen delivery improves. Your brain receives clearer balance signals. Your reaction time sharpens. Many seniors report feeling more stable even before major strength gains occur. This is because posture controls how your nervous system interprets movement. Good posture is safety. If you only do one exercise for the rest of your life, this should be it. The sit-to-stand squat is not just exercise. It is independence training. Every single day, you perform this movement dozens of times. When it becomes difficult, life changes quickly. Social outings decline, confidence drops, dependence increases. A major study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology showed that difficulty rising from a seated position strongly predicts decline and mortality. This movement activates every major lower body muscle and demands balance, coordination, and control. Walking cannot do this. Research has shown that sit-to-stand training increases bone density in the hips and thighs. This is critical because bone loss accelerates with age. Strong bones reduce fracture risk, and fractures are often the beginning of serious decline in seniors. Mechanical loading, pushing through your legs, sends a signal to bones to stay dense. Walking does not provide enough load. Sit-to-stand does. Sit in a chair with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. Lean forward slightly so your weight shifts over your feet. Push through your heels and stand fully upright. Pause briefly at the top. Now lower yourself slowly over 4 seconds. Do not drop into the chair. Gently touch the seat and immediately begin the next repetition. The slow descent is where the real strength is built. Start with 10 repetitions. Progress to 3 sets of 15 every other day. These 2 exercises work as a system. Seated rows protect posture, breathing, and balance. Sit-to-stand squats protect independence, bone density, and mobility. Together, they cover what walking misses. These 2 exercises represent what experts wish every adult over 60 would practice regularly. Not because they are extreme, not because they are trendy, but because they work. You do not need a gym, you do not need machines, you do not need perfect health. You only need a chair, a resistance band, a few minutes, and consistency. Start today, move slowly, stay patient, stay consistent. Your future self will thank you for the strength you build now. Which of these 2 exercises will you start with first? Tell us in the comments. We read every message. If this video helped you, like it, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more senior-safe science-backed guidance.